I keep trying to record this, and that's what we're dealing with, so. Okay, are you done? So, I wanted to do a little video about what your emotions might be trying to tell you right now. I know for myself, and I've been seeing a lot of other people, could have some frustration coming up right now. You could have some anger coming up right now. I know people were saying they were feeling very depressed too and heavy. So I just wanted to share some examples of maybe where you can kind of take a look at what those emotions are trying to tell you. Oftentimes, like when we're frustrated and we're angry, it's very easy to like go outside ourselves and blame the other people. You know, they did this to us, they're this, they this. But ultimately, a lot of that frustration and that anger that we're feeling is actually towards ourselves. But again, it's a lot easier to blame the outside world than to have to go within and take accountability for your role and your actions in these, I guess you'd call, situations. And I'm not excusing people's behavior, because again, I know what it's like to be a good person, have genuine, good, pure intentions, to help someone and do good, and have those people take it for granted. I mean, again, I could go on and on about that kind of stuff. And I myself have spent many years crying, upset, shutting down, blocking people out, because I feel like, you know, they did this to me, they did that to me, I can't trust people, and things like that. And it's been interesting kind of coming out of the other end of that and really recognizing that, again, I'm actually really frustrated at myself. I'm actually really upset and angry at myself that I've been participating in this. Or like what's really come up for me recently is, you know, that saying, when people show you who they are, believe them. The universe, God, spirit, over and over has, like, you know, neon signs as far as people's behavior or unhealthy dynamics and, you know, relationships and stuff going on. And me being who I am and the pattern that I got in, you know, I would continue to participate and, you know, again, go back to being upset, going back to blaming them, then recognizing, oh, okay, I see my part in it, and then me trying to fix me would go in and engage again, only to repeat these same patterns, because in some ways I'm not changing. I'm finding superficial things that I can work on or control and change, but ultimately wasn't, again, going really deep within, to acknowledge what those feelings were. So last month was like a big aha moment for me. You know, again, I've been recognizing these things within the family dynamics. I've been complaining about it, verbalizing it, frustrated, you know, whatever. And I've actually even had a chance to talk to family members about it, and everyone kind of share their perspective and where they're coming from. But we had a family member visiting, and it was like the last dinner we had, and I was leaving, and just, excuse me, really recognizing that, like, it felt like I was constantly being told where I had to be, when I had to be there, how to be. And then when I am there, I'm being critiqued and nitpicked, and I kind of like left pissed off, you know, and again, replaying these things in my head, like, this is BS. Then, you know, going into, oh, my brother doesn't have to, I don't have, you know, and it's always on me. And what I recognized in that moment is, like, I have a choice. And, you know, I thought, okay, well, what would happen if you said, no, I'm not going. No, I don't want to participate. And I instantly felt like, oh, you would be disappointing your mother. What's your mom's, you know, how are you going to make your mom look? How are you going to make your family look? And it was like, all of a sudden in that moment, I recognized that my frustration was that I was feeling trapped, that I was feeling stuck. I'm somebody, and I think a lot of Pisces, you know, I like to think of the Pisces and the fish in the water. We don't want to be trapped. We don't want to be in a cage. We don't want to be in a, what do you call it, a small tank or something like that. And the second I start to feel like people have control over me or I'm stuck, then I get angry, you know, pissed off, frustrated, and it would come out like very hostile. And so again, I recognized in that moment that I have a choice, and, you know, the little girl part of me maybe didn't recognize that I had a choice, and I thought, you know, what I was doing was making everybody feel better, and if I could just fix things, then everybody would feel good, then I would feel good, and things would just, everything would be okay. And I recognize, you know, I'm a grown-ass adult now, and to be honest, like, I don't give a shit what it makes my family look like. I don't give a shit what it makes other people look like, because there's other members that don't care and aren't held accountable. So I have a choice to continue this crap behavior, being frustrated and being upset, or next time a situation comes up, honestly asking myself, am I saying yes because I genuinely want to participate and be involved in this? Or am I saying yes because I feel obligated to, because I need to continue to play a certain role, or, something like that. So that was a big moment for me. And then I was actually feeling a lot of calm last week and a lot of good things. And I woke up Tuesday morning just raging. Like it felt, I've been laughing to myself. Like I feel like my blood is lava right now. Like I just have hot lava running through me. Um, my Scorpio is in Mars and like kind of what's going on. But I'm like, boy, am I feeling that Scorpio. Like I could not stop replaying thoughts in my head of really evil, vengeful things that I could do to make, people feel or, pay for what they did, and having to remind myself like that doesn't do any good. That doesn't even fix anything. And if anything's going to just bring me more problems, and even me carrying that like anger inside of me is not healthy for me. I've been working a lot on my health and calming the nervous system, and being stress free, and that anger is not necessarily a healthy thing. But the flip side of that is I have been actually repressing my anger for so long, and turning the tears in the poor me. So in some ways the anger is a good thing, but then finding the balance of like, yes, feel the anger, what is the anger showing me, but I don't necessarily need to like react on those emotions. And it's just, I've been really sitting with that all week, and having stuff coming to me as well, and really feeling guided to kind of share that message, about what our emotions are actually really trying to tell us or to show us. So I want you to just be mindful, if you're someone right now that's feeling that anger, feeling that rage as well, find healthy physical things to do, like I've been cleaning my space up so it feels nicer. It's raining on and off, but just trying to do some physical things that I can do to move my body around, and not just sit in my head and kind of replay those things. But like just be honest with yourself, and really go in, to that heart space, and ask yourself like, what is it that I'm really frustrated and angry about? Well, because I feel hurt, I don't feel heard, I don't feel appreciated, I feel taken advantage of, and then again, yes, these people might be doing certain things that are triggering that emotion or making us feel that way, but that's where you have to check in with yourself. What part and role are you playing? Are you continuing to allow people to show up and use and abuse and take advantage of you, in our niceness and our kindness? Or are you, do you feel you're worthy enough to be treated with respect and approached a certain way? And I think that's, for me personally, after I had a big loss, my life got kind of flipped upside down, and I kind of was just going through the motions. And I recognized over the years where I gave a lot of my power away. Most people that know me know I'm not someone to play with. I will verbally hurt your feelings. And then on the flip side of it, I've had a lot of people testing that part of me, and feeling it come back up, and then going, no, 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 we're working on ourselves. We're going to respond better. And, what's the love and light approach? And so now I'm getting this opportunity to take that power back, to get my voice back, to stand in, again, my power, and know that I deserve to be respected. But where's that balance of like, it is what it is, and I'm walking, and again, people know in my energy field that you either show up that way or don't come near me. They won't be allowed to. Or what part of me is going to continue this old dynamic of like, hey, look at me taking my power back, and I need you to respect me, and I need you to listen to me. Like, I could do a PSA, nobody's going to give a shit, and they're not going to change until I change. So that's where, again, I have to keep in those moments taking it back to me, and recognizing like these thoughts and these feelings that are coming up. And part of the, I guess you could say, like the vengeful or evil things I was thinking towards people is because there's a part of me that still feels stuck. I recognize it's not healthy. I recognize I don't like it, and I don't like the people, but I'm still stuck in some of these things and working it out because I don't have a choice. My livelihood's dependent on it, like family. Yeah, I have a choice to not answer the phone and do all of that. But, again, it's kind of breaking these old feelings and these old things that we've been carrying around for so long. So again, just take some time. I think today and tomorrow, tomorrow's supposed to be really powerful days, and like a shift for 2 years. So just be mindful of that as these feelings and thoughts and anger and frustration and pain and hurt is coming up. Like, okay, I recognize that I feel this way, and this is why I feel this way. And then, what does my life look like moving forward? How do I want people to show up? How do I want to show up to set the tone for how people are going to show up and treat me? So I hope that helps somebody, at least one of you out there. And again, always feel free to reach out to me if you need any additional help or have any questions. But I just kind of wanted to share those examples to put in perspective. I think sometimes when we can relate to things, then it's easier for us to understand it, and then again be able to apply it into our practical day-to-day lives instead of just, someone telling you how to do it and it seems way out of your actual reality. So again, hope it helps, and I hope you all have a blessed weekend.